see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Get the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want it.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw the football.
It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running back searching for a hole. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Pulls it in. It's Moore. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get him thinking. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Aggies will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Right on target this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The give. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The offense changing the play. On third down, he drops the throw. The quick out. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints for moments like this. Game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Moss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Under fire. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a bell with them.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Manning. This time it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. A first down run in the red zone. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Third and goal for the offense.
Green 25.
The give to the back. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nerves of steel, right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking them and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.